Hey, real quick, what nationality is your wife?
Race?
Yeah, what race is she?
White.
She white?
Yeah.
Her daddy white?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to show you something. Give me Tobit chapter 4, verse 12. Because that changes some stuff. Because now the Bible explains that you're supposed to take a wife after your own tribe. So I'm going to show you some scriptures. Read that.
Tobit chapter 4, verse 12.
Read.
Beware of all whoredom, my son.
Because the Bible calls that whoredom. Because that's your biological daughter, correct? Okay, so she comes out of you. She is an Israelite.
Right.
I'm going to show you why the scriptures say what they say. Read on, come on.
Beware of all whoredom, my son.
Come on.
And chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers.
Because notice, it's double whammy. It kind of explained that to you. The seed of your father, like your father would be African American, correct?
Yes, sir.
You are his seed. So that will make you an Israelite. Hey, I'm gonna get to y'all brothers in a moment. That y'all can learn from this also, because you might be a little mixed back there yourself. The Bible talks about if you're going to take a wife, she needs to be of the seed of your father. Notice these tribes right here: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Issachar, Gad. Those are the seed of our father right there.
Right.
They come out of Israel. So if you're going to take a wife, you have to take her from the seed of your father. Read.
And take not a strange woman.
Because the Bible calls those strange women. And I'm gonna dig into that to show you why. Read on, come on.
Take not a strange woman to wife.
It said, don't take a strange woman to wife. Read.
Which is not of thy father's tribe.
It said don't come from the 12 tribes. So you can't take that to wife. And now give me that in the Joshua. Or that over Joshua, it talks about he loved many women. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
We're going to get that because they're going to cause your heart to go after something else. You're not going to be focused on keeping these commandments because they're going to be serving guys that look like that. They're not going to serve Jesus Christ, the Black Messiah. Read that.
Joshua chapter 23 and verse 12.
Read.
Verse 11. Take good heed therefore to yourselves.
Come on.
That ye love the Lord your God.
Read.
Else if ye do in any wise go back and cleave unto the remnant of these nations.
So if we go back and we cleave unto the women of these nations, read.
Even these that remain among you,
and
shall make marriages with them.
So if we make marriages with women that are not of the tribes of Israel, come on.
And go in unto them.
And we go and we lay with them, read.
And they to you,
read.
Know for certainly.
No, it didn't say that maybe. It said for a certainty, come on.
That the Lord your God will no more drive out any of these nations from before you.
So he won't fight for us anymore. Because now we're into whoredom. And now they're going to lead you right into idolatry.
Right.
Get that one in Nehemiah. We're going to see how Nehemiah, how he was dealing when he found out what was going on. Because our people, that's always been a thing. I'll tell you, Judah, fried pork, and white women. That's what that destroys Judah. They want to deal with other nations. We got the pick of the litter, but we want to go deal with the other nations. That's the wrong answer. Let's see how our forefather Nehemiah, he was dealing with our people when they decided to go deal with these other nations. Read that.
Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 23.
Read.
In those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab.
So they were dealing with the Japanese, the Chinese. Our forefathers were dealing with other nations. And let's see what happened when we did that.
And their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod.
So now the language is getting all skewed and messed up. Because why? Because we start dealing with other nations. Just like when you heard about brothers going to Vietnam, and they were going over there dealing with the Chinese, and with the Vietnamese, and then you got Israelites running around over there, now they speaking this strange language.
Right.
Read.
And could not speak in the Jews' language.
They couldn't even speak their own language no more. Because we start polluting the holy seed when we mingle it with the other nations.
Right.
That's how we lose our strength when we do that. Read.
But according to the language of each people.
They start speaking their tongues. Then what came with that? We started following their guides. Come on.
And I contended with them.
So what Nehemiah do? An Israelite, he said he contended with them. He checked it. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to check it. We don't let it ride. You check that and don't do it. Read.
And cursed them.
He did what?
Cursed them.
He was fired up. Just like I'm fired up. Well, that ain't right. I'm going to tell you, brother, that ain't right. Don't deal with a woman like that. You come keep these commandments, You come get yourself built up and the Lord gonna send you away.
Right.
Of your tribe.
Read. And smote certain of them.
He put hands on some of them, because they couldn't get it. We don't advocate violence, but this brother was fired up and he said, you know what, I had to put some hands on them.
Right. Read. And plucked off their hair.
Yeah, he did what?
Plucked off their hair.
You know how mad you gotta be to pluck another brother's hair off? When you see the sin that he's in and you explaining it to him, you pop him one quick time, you grab him by the eye, man, come on, stop doing that. That's what he was doing. He was fired up.
Right. Read. And made them swear by God.
He said, look, he made them swear by the most. Like, look, the what? Read.
Say, ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons.
You're not supposed to give her to the Chinese man, the Arab man, the white man. That you don't promise your daughter to them. You promise her to a man of understanding who's keeping the commandments. Hey, how y'all doing? We are going over right now. Y'all men are supposed to be married to Israelite women.
Right.
And not to the white girl. Not Becky with the bad hair. They ain't y'all supposed to be married to. Y'all ever heard of that? You never heard you supposed to be married to a white woman? Nobody ever told you that? I'm going to show you what the Bible says. Deuteronomy 7.
Bring it out!
I'm going to show y'all something. Y'all walked up at the perfect time. Because I'm telling you, that's what happens. What grade you in? You in high school?
Yeah.
What grade you in?
11.
11. That's about right. You play ball?
No.
You don't play no sport?
Hockey.
You play hockey?
Yeah,
See, you prime candidate. Hey, prime candidate. Becky will snatch you up, man. I'm telling you, I don't see too many brothers playing hockey. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 3.
Read.
Verse 1. When the Lord thy God shall bring thee in the land whether thou goest to possess
The
it.
Lord said, when he bring us into the land where we're supposed to possess it, that should tell you right then and there, we ain't supposed to be dealing with the help. He said, I'm going to bring you into a land where you're supposed to possess it. Read.
And had cast out many nations.
He did what?
Cast out many nations.
Those are the people we ain't supposed to be dealing with anyway. He said, I'm going to cast out many nations. Read.
Before thee. The Hittites.
The Hittites.
And the Girgashites.
Read.
And the Amorites.
We weren't even supposed to be dealing with these are Africans. These are dirty Africans. You not newsflash. You ain't African. You ain't no African American.
Right.
That's a byword that was put on us by our slave master. You ain't no damn African, brother. I'm going to show you that next. Read, come on.
And the Canaanites.
The who?
And the Canaanites.
More Africans, come on.
And the Perizzites.
Read.
And the Hivites. And the Jebusites.
Read.
7 nations greater and mightier than thou.
Because they were there, like you go back and read Genesis, the 10th chapter, them Africans, they were running around before Israel hit the scene. So they were mightier than we were, but we weren't supposed to deal with them. Read.
And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee,
Read.
thou shalt smite them.
Come on.
And utterly destroy them.
We get so messed up in our heads that them white Tutsis and the Sudanese, we would be dealing with them people. And we ain't supposed to. The Lord said you ain't supposed to deal with them, smite them, get them up out the land. Read.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
Don't even make deals with them. Don't even make deals with them. Because I'm telling you, they cannot be trusted. They will turn on you. Why do you think we got over here? The so-called Africans sold us.
Bring it out!
To the Grecians.
Right.
They didn't sell Africans. Africans didn't sell Africans. They sold Israelites.
Right.
To the white man. That's how we got over here. Read on.
Nor show mercy unto them.
Don't show no mercy. Read.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
He said don't even make marriages with them. Don't make marriages with them. Come on.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
It said don't even give your daughter something. Give me 1 Ezra 8. I think it's verse 69. It's high time we wake up. This is stuff that we need to be talking about, especially a brother playing hockey. You're probably nice at it too, huh? I bet. We're the best at everything. You look at LeBron with almost 40 and still winning. I mean, come on, dude still dropping 30-something points a game. We are the best, and we ain't supposed to be selling for less. Read that.
First Esdras chapter 8, verse 69. The nation of Israel, the princes and the priests and Levites have not put away from them the strange people of the land.
Because we still don't want to put them away. We are the only, it's mind-boggling how we can still trust people that did this to us.
Bring it out.
They put us on slave ships, sold us, and we want to go deal with they people. It said the people of Israel did what? Read.
Have not put away from them the strange people of the land.
The Most High called them strange people of the land. The strangers, read.
Nor the pollution of the Gentiles.
The Gentiles, they call them Gentiles, usually a non-Israelite nation. Gentiles, that's what they are. They're Gentiles, read.
To wit, of the Canaanites,
More Africans.
Hittites,
More Africans.
Parasites,
Africans.
Jebusites,
Come on.
and the Moabites,
More Chinese.
Egyptians,
More Africans.
and Edomites.
Edomites. Edom. Esau, Idumea. The first came out red all over like a hairy garment. These are Edomites. He said, we don't even want to put them away. But when we go in after, Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. Let's see what the Bible says about them. We have to interact with them, but don't be trusting them. Go to school, do your homework, and take your behind home.
Right.
Don't be dealing with these people because I'm telling you, they're going to do something. They'll do you something.
Read it. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 10. Read. Never trust thine enemy.
The Bible calls him your enemy. I'm going to show you why. Because friends, you ever heard that saying? They say friends don't let friends drive drunk. Well, we got one of the Israelites. Friends don't let their other friends continue to walk around as slaves. We're not going to let you continue to walk around like thinking that you equal to them when you better than them.
Right.
That's why the Bible said, read that again.
Never trust thine
The
enemy.
Bible says, never trust your enemy. Read.
For like as iron rust,
Just like iron, it's going to rust. You can paint it, you can sand it, you can put clear coat on it. Guess what it's going to eventually do? It's going to rust.
Right.
That iron is going to rust. Read.
so is his wickedness.
So is his wickedness. That iron is going to rust just like his wickedness. It's going to always be there.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word, his word.